Hey everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to another edition of Timmy's Nostalgia Showcase. In my last episode, I talked about the 32-bit Sega Saturn. In today's episode, I want to talk about the 32-bit system, the PlayStation, the original PlayStation 1. Released in the fall of 1995 to compete with the Sega Saturn. The PlayStation was a unique gaming system. When I was a kid, I remember seeing commercials for the PlayStation on TV all the time in 95. And I always thought about getting a PlayStation because people kept talking about the PlayStation. A lot of people had a lot of great reviews of the PlayStation. During that time, I was curious about the PlayStation. I used to go to Toys R Us and I would see kiosks for PlayStation where you can play in Toys R Us. Not only that, during this time, I was still playing Sega Genesis. And I was still had a Sega Genesis. I was still playing it. And then I realized, maybe I should get a PlayStation. Unfortunately, I didn't get a PlayStation quite yet. Around May of 1996, I got a Sega Saturn. A month later, my Sega Saturn broke, and I needed a new gaming system to play. And in May of 1996, in December of 96, around June of 96, my dad had something he needed to do that day, so I went somewhere with me and my cousin Jay went for a car ride. And I remember he took me to one of his friend's house. And his friend had a PlayStation. And I was playing his guy's PlayStation. And let me tell you, I really enjoyed it. The games I played were Battle Arena Toshinden, NHL Face Off. What else did he have? I forget what else he had for the PlayStation. But I was very curious about getting a PlayStation. When I got home to my house, my dad was setting up a Sony PlayStation for me. I was very excited about that. But unfortunately, Dad tried to hook it up, and my dad and my brother were both hooking it up. And for some reason, we got a bad PlayStation, and it wasn't working. A week later, on a Sunday afternoon, we went to Funkoland to buy a new PlayStation. And that was the year I got my hands on a Sony PlayStation. I remember I only had one game for the system. A couple of games I had. NBA in the Zone, and I also had NBA in the Zone, I also had the demo CD. And on the demo disc, there were games on there such as Twisted Metal, Mortal Kombat 3, Destruction Derby, Wipeout, and I forget what else was on there, but NHL Face Off was on there as well. It was a 95 demo disc, I think it was. And this is my first time getting a PlayStation, a year after the launch of the PlayStation. And I didn't have many games yet, but I was renting a lot of games for my PlayStation. And the games I rented were WrestleMania the arcade game, NBA Jam, Revolution X, and also I was renting some other games as well, such as Battle Arena Toshinden and also Twisted Metal. I also remember running Destruction Derby for the system. And I was a big fan of the system. It was one of my favorites. And I also remember renting the horror classic Resident Evil. Resident Evil. Later that year, around September, I thought about buying more games for the system. My dad had a friend, and I asked him to pick out a few used games for me at Funcoland, one of the games. One of the games from the system was Revolution X. And another game was a Star Wars game. I forget what it was called. And I remember around December on my birthday, I got a copy of the first Tekken game for the PlayStation. And a couple months before that, I was playing Tekken 2. I rented Tekken 2, and that was a real fun game as well. Not only that, I rented games like Street Fighter Alpha and Street Fighter Alpha 2, and also Star Gladiator. I dabbled in RPGs, such as Suikoden, but I had no idea how to play that game. I wasn't a good RPG guy back in the day. In later years, I was. The first year of the system was fun. Then in 97. Around 97, I rented games such as Ballerina Toshinden 2. In the early years of 96, I rented Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation. And in 1997, my love for the PlayStation grew. In 97, I got more games for the PlayStation. In the summer of 97, I got the game To Ball Number 1, To Ball Number 1, and WCW versus the World. Those games were really fun to play. And around 97, the fall of 97, I rented Final Fantasy VII. And that game was an absolute classic. But later that year, I bought Final Fantasy VII. Me and Uncle Joe went to Toys R Us, and I bought Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation. And in 1998, my library grew some more as well. As an IBA, I got the Rugrats video game and A Bug's Life. I remember renting games like Mega Man Legends, Legends of Legaia, Breath of Fire 3, which was an absolute favorite of mine. And also a very obscure game known as Monster Seed in 1999. And I also tried out Final Fantasy VIII. And I really enjoyed that game as well. That was a beautiful looking game. In 2000, I played games like Spider-Man, Chrono Cross, and many different games. And also, SmackDown as well, and also SmackDown 2, and also SmackDown 2 as well. And also, the Digimon games were pretty fun as well. Digimon World 1 was fun, but I thought the sequel was better. The last game I got for the PlayStation. I forget what game I got for PlayStation. But Digimon World 2 was the last PlayStation game I got. Technically it was. Because when I got the PS2, I bought Digimon World. I got Digimon World 3 for the PlayStation. And that was my last adventure. The last time playing PlayStation 1 games. As PlayStation was such a great system. The lifespan of the system lasted until 2000, I think, 2003, 2004. until the system was discontinued. The PlayStation revamped its look many years later, but the original PlayStation was always the best system to me. I had so many great memories with the PlayStation. The first day I got it, I had so much fun playing a lot of the arcade ports for the system. And I had a great time playing many great sports games for the system as well, such as NHL 97, NHL 98, and NHL 99. The PlayStation was truly a magnificent piece of equipment, a magnificent piece of technology with a very unique gaming controller with shapes instead of letters. The Sony PlayStation was truly a magnificent piece of equipment. The aesthetics of the system are amazing, the way it looks, with the power button on the side, and the open button on the side, and the reset button in the top corner. The PlayStation was truly one of my favorite gaming systems. First time I got a memory card, I ended up not getting a memory card until 1997. What? Until 1997. And the memory card really enhanced my gaming experience. Being able to save my games was a godsend. PlayStation was truly one of the greatest systems ever made. The reason the Sega Saturn could not compete with the PlayStation is because the PlayStation was so popular. Everybody wanted one. Everybody chose one over the Sega Saturn. Maybe I should have chosen the PlayStation right away, but I wanted to try out the Sega Saturn. But the PlayStation was truly my favorite system. So many great memories with this big gray box and the unique game controller brought so much joy to my life. Many great games such as Crash Bandicoot, Final Fantasy VII, Ape Escape, Twisted Metal. The list goes on. This gaming system had so many masterpieces. And so many good games, but also maybe so many not so good games, but the memories were truly amazing, and I will never forget my years of playing the PlayStation. Guys, thank you for joining me here on Timmy's Nostalgic Showcase. I am so happy that I could come here and talk about my experience with the PlayStation and what it meant to me in my childhood. I was about 9 years old when I got the PlayStation, and I played that gaming console until 2003. The last game I played was Digimon World 3, but I played that on the PS2. Guys, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. In my next episode, I'm going to go back to Sega again when I talk about another one of my favorite.
Hey, plumber boy, mustache man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
Pack up your stuff. I got a little surprise for you here.
Check it out. What do you think about that? We got real time, 3D, lush organic environments. How's that make you feel, buddy?
Feel a little like your days are numbered?
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
You're hurting my elbow.
Is that Italian?
No, Bandicoot. It's an Australian name.
At 22:16 hours, we got a call that a man was acting wildly in the store. It took us a while to control the situation. We've had 3 incidences this week. They're annoying.
What have we got? Guess who's back?
After a short vacation, Crash returns. This time he'll have to fight his way through huge, all-new 3D environments. He'll fly with a jetpack, surf on a jetboard.
Yahoo!
He'll even have to avoid a stamp-eating polar bear. It's a good thing he's got new moves, because he'll face plenty of dangerous new obstacles. Crash is back, and he's better than ever.
Who's the man? I think we know who the man is. PlayStation.
I'm not going to tell you again. Put the suit on.
I'm not going to listen again because I'm not going to wear it.
Look, it's going to stretch. Put the suit on.
Are these legal? Can I use these?
Clear a path.
Coming through. Cannonball.
Knock it off.
Snake, snake! Stay away from this area. I'll fight it off. I liked you better with a mustache.
He's training for his biggest adventure yet. Oh yeah, he's ready.
Coach, there's some shrinkage.
PlayStation.
3 things: shift, speed, focus.
Why is that ambulance there?
Take it easy. Lift and jump. And turning and smile.
Piece of cake, Captain. Let's do this.
He's training for his biggest adventure yet. Oh yeah, he's ready.
PlayStation.
Good. Don't bend too hard on the legs.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Okay, who knows what a 2-point landing is? Ooh, sorry. Okay, is this bad? I got a tangle.
All right.
You jump! What are you? I got an idea. What? Jump. Yes, you can do this. Now jump!
He's training for his biggest adventure yet. Oh yeah, he's ready.
Come on, trust me. Yeah. Jump! I say you jump.
Their insurance form. Thanks, Rod.
Yeah, thanks, Rod.
PlayStation.
Come on, move it. Step on it. Come on, move it. What? Are you talking to me? Honk the horn again, okay?
Crash is ready for battle. Crash Bash, a head-to-head multiplayer rumble. Rated E for everyone.
2 O's in Bandicoot, okay, pal? Sir?
PlayStation.
Hey, time to load up on PlayStation games. Greatest hits are on sale. Crash Bandicoot, Jet Moto.
But I don't even have a PlayStation.
You do now.
Mom know about this?
Who?
PlayStation.
Sacred tombs, ancient curses, the undead. Will the next tomb Lara Croft enters be her own? Get the game and find out. Tomb Raider, the last revelation.
PlayStation.
Tony Hawk's pro skater. Now everyone thinks they can skate like Tony.
You left it on again, didn't you?
There are games, and then there's Tekken 3.
PlayStation.
Now, with PlayStation, you will believe an ass this fat can fit into a package this small.
I'm not fat. I'm getting in shape.
You better be, because South Park is under attack.
Super, thanks for asking. Okay, you're going to jail.
Oh, I get to box. Hey, stupid, I'm over here.
Coming Comedy Central South Park, now on PlayStation. From Acclaim.
Be Spider-Man. Swing from buildings. Shoot webs. Bring down the bad guys. And for the first time ever, you have all his cool spider powers.
Jim, the garbage isn't going to take itself out.
You don't just play it, you live it.
Jim?
Spider-Man the game. Rated E for everyone.
From the creators of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
PlayStation.